guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's review, which is going to be on the new Huda Beauty matte and metal melted shadows, which basically is a liquid shadow. It has a matte side and it does have a metallic metal side. Now I decided to do a review for these because I felt like when I did my first impression video for the Fenty Beauty products that didn't work out for me, like I tried them out throughout the day and then I kept trying them out for I did another few days, and the products didn't work out for me. And I feel like with first impressions, I love watching them, but I don't feel like they're helpful to me because I'm the type of person who likes to give products a try out for a week or 2 weeks to really have a feel for how they work and then let you know, like, hey, the products worked out like maybe on the first day and then after that they didn't work out, or like, hey, I've been trying it for 2 weeks, this product really worked out for me and I really like it. With a first impression, I feel like it's very common to see a lot of first impressions and they're like, oh, we love it, I love this product, it's amazing on your first impression, and then you try it, you keep trying it, or you never try it again and you don't know if it was really that good because you only gave it one try. Same with like that video that I did, the Fenty Beauty, it did not work out for me like at all. On my Spanish channel, I started like a new series of doing like it's called a mega reseña, that's how I called it, like a big review where I review a lot of different products that I've used in like a full face of first impressions or first impressions on certain product. And I feel like that's so helpful because I can go back to products that I mentioned in my first impressions that I know and that I've tried now for 1, 2, 3 weeks, and that I know well if it worked out as it did in my first impression or not, or if there's extra notes that I need to add, like maybe it only lasts 8 hours or it lasts 12 hours, you know, stuff like that that you really can't get on a first impression. I feel like I went down like a tangent already, so let's get right into these products, which I'm going to tell you right away. 50% of the product worked and the other 50% didn't. So this is not going to be a product that I'm going to say like, hey, half of it works amazing, like I love it, even if the other half doesn't work, go out and buy it, like it's amazing. No, this did not work out for me as I wanted it to, as I expected it to. For example, like the matte side is the side that didn't work out for me. The shimmers, they look pretty, they work nice, the metallic side. Now, if you are ready to see the demo, how these apply to the eyes and, you know, the rest of the review, then just keep on. Let's dive right into the demo portion. So I'm going to start off with the nude or the lighter shade that I have, which is Private Jet and Shimmering Sunset. Now, the name for this set is, they don't have like an actual name, so it's just the name of each liquid shadow. And the first side, which is the matte side, has a doe foot applicator, which is like a typical, looks like a lip gloss, liquid lipstick applicator. Now, I'm going to swatch this color. And it's a very pretty color. I like this for a liquid lipstick. I feel like it would be a gorgeous shade. Now I'm going to start off by applying it on my crease area, and I'm only going to do 3 dots. Tiny baby dots, because these are very pigmented and you have to go right in and blend them out because it dries very quickly. Now, here's the thing. I've been trying out these shadows for about 2 weeks already. These shadows dry very quickly. As you can see, look at that. Like it's dry. I cannot blend it anymore. I do not like that. I do not like this ugly like patchiness that goes on. I have tried with primer on my eyelids. I have tried just concealer, I have tried just doing my foundation, and I feel like the result is always the same no matter how I apply it. I do not like that. Like, this is so ugly to me. I'm going to apply one more dot to see if we can even it out. But I already know the answer. So the fact that these apply and dry super quick, I feel like they needed a longer, you know, time to dry and be able to be blended out nicely. Now, this is not a blended look I personally am a fan of, and I don't feel like I'm a beginner in makeup not to know how to blend any eyeshadow, for that matter, whether it be melted, liquid, powder, you know. Like, this is not the business for me. This is not a good blending. And then once it's dry, you cannot move it, blend it, do anything to it, because it won't blend. Like, literally, it will not blend. I was so excited for these because you guys know I'm like literally obsessed, utterly obsessed with liquid eyeshadows. But this is a no for me. Like, the matte part is just not the business. Now I'm going to apply the liquid side. I'm going to apply the glittery side just so you guys can see how that applies. And this is the color Shimmering Sunset, which I will also do a swatchy poo right here. Look at that. Now this color is gorgeous. It's like a copper with a hint of gold type of shade. And these definitely are more metallic, not so much actually like Stila glitter and glow shadow, which those I feel is like a combination between like a metallic shadow and, you know, you throw in the glitter, which is why they're so beautiful and they're my favorite. Now when I take out the little applicator, which this applicator side is different, it has like a little brush tip rather than the dofa applicator. I like to clean off one side of the little brush because I feel like it's a lot of product on the little applicator when you take it out, and it'll create like a hot ass mess on your eyes. It's just too much for me. I feel like with one side of the product is enough to cover my whole eyelid, because that's usually where I'm applying the color. Now these, you know, they don't take a long time to dry, which I like. The metal part, that it doesn't take so much to dry, but you do have to wait a little so it can dry. Now this color is very, very pretty. The like metallic side is actually very pretty, and it does like stand out, but there's not much glitter. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Now I'm going to use the other one on the other eye so you guys can see how that one applies. This is the color Hot Sauce and the color Cherry Soda, which are the ones that intrigue me the most from all the other shades. Let me do a swatch of this. Now this color, if this was a liquid lipstick, I would love these two matte shades as liquid lipstick. This is a really pretty color. Let me swatch the other side right away so you guys can see that color as well. This one, I really like it. It's like a cranberry with like pinky rose gold like undertone, which I personally really, really like. Rose gold like glittery eyeshadows. And this one's very, very pretty. Now I am going to say, for me, I feel like this would have been such an amazing idea if they would have done like the new Makeup Revolution liquid shadows, which one side is metallic and one side is glittery. I feel like that's such a genius idea. Maybe they took inspiration from Huda Beauty, that they did the double-sided thing, but they changed it up, and instead of including a matte, they did a glitter and a metallic, which that is so smart. But for me, it would have been super cool if this side, the matte side, was a matte liquid lipstick that complemented the glitter side beautifully. So kind of like this idea, like if this was a glitter shadow you did and then this was the liquid lipstick you applied, that would have been such a genius idea. Personally, in my opinion, let me know if you think or you agree, if you think you would have liked something like that better than something like this, which for me is just useless, and they could have done without this, and I feel like these would have been a hit because the shimmer metallic side is beautiful. Now it definitely falls short on the matte side because I already tried to do it, and I've seen like all these Instagram videos, like they're using these and like they do the matte side and it cuts off and it's blended beautiful, and I'm like,
bitch, like literally where?
And it's just like, come on, like I don't feel like I'm such a beginner in makeup to where I can't figure out how to work these eyeshadows out. I already tried for like 2 weeks. I've been trying to see how to work these to get a beautiful like blended look like all these Instagram girls are doing. Let me apply this other side so that you can see. I'm only going to do 1 dot of this one because the pigmentation is there. Clearly, it's very, very pigmented. And if I do 3 dots, it's going to be like craziness. So I'm just going to do 1 dot and blend right away. This is not blended to me. Like, this does not look nice. This does not look like something I would do. And then you can't blend. Once it dries, like you cannot blend it anymore. I tried adding more color and it just gets more patchy and blotchy. As you guys can see, like the more you blend, once it's dry, the color starts like skipping, and then it starts getting patchy and the color starts removing. I'm going to apply 1 more dot so that you guys can see how it kind of layers. I'm going to do a baby dot because this is where I was missing the most color, and like, yeah, no, the color just like skips if you put more color on top. It's just like, that's a hot ass mess. Like, this looks like I went to sleep and I woke up and this is how my makeup looks in the morning after like sleeping in it and after like a very like long ass night. And I mean, that's not a look I'm personally going for. It's not a look that I feel like anybody else is going for. Like, do you guys see that right there? The color like dragged all the way out here, and it's like a dot here, then it skips here, and then it's blended here. Like, what? How? I'm still going to apply the shimmery side, metallic side, sorry. But again, this, oh, let me clean it off because that one had a lot of product. This side, I would say it's okay. The colors are actually pigmented. They are metallic, how they say they are, and they apply beautifully. So, as you can see, that color is very pigmented. It's very nice. It does look metallic-y. These brushes, I would like that you can also do like a, if you wanted to do like a liner kind of look, it would actually look pretty. And you can also get a sharp line, which for that, I mean, this looks crazy, but it's really nice, the brush. Now, rating and grading, the matte side, I would honestly give it a 1 because I have tried it many times. I've tried to like it. I've tried to work with it. I've tried to make it work on my eyes, and this is a hot ass mess, and it did not work out for me. This matte side is definitely a 1 and a no-go for me. Now, if we're rating just this side, I would say these are about a 7.5, 8 because they are metallic. They are pretty. They do apply beautifully. I like the brush on them. Now, if we're rating this as a whole, I would give it a 5 out of 10 because, you know, I can't fully like something when half of the product doesn't work out for me. I can't be like, oh, I recommend it, it's good, or like, I recommend this side, because you can't go to the store and only buy the metallic side. You know, you get the whole shebang. And for me, the whole shebang just doesn't work out as a whole like it's, you know, promoted to work out. At least it didn't work out for me. I don't know about if you've bought it and you've liked it. Let me know like what you did differently than me, because I have tried and it hasn't worked out for me. I personally feel like there's a lot of brands out there that are coming out with their liquid eyeshadows that are much better, and I feel like $25 to only have half of this work is pricey, in my opinion. The basic, I would say, run for liquid shadows, in my opinion, is like $24 from the Stila ones. That's like the high-end price for liquid shadows, and these are $1 over that, and only half of it works out for me. So for me, I would say it was definitely, you know, a pricier product. If the whole thing would have worked, then I would be like, yeah, this is amazing. It's a good, fair price. But when I'm only going to get to use these two sides, because these, I just, honestly, I've tried so many different ways to make them work and make them blend out nicely, and I don't know what else to do anymore. Like, I don't know how else to try them to try and make them look nice. They just don't. So yeah, I'm going to keep these because I will continue to use the metallic side, and they will work for me for future reference on other liquid eyeshadows to compare to what I already have in my collection and to new things coming out. So I'm glad I only bought 2 of them, because when I saw them I was like, oh, I need to buy all 5, and then I was like, wait, what if they don't work out for you? So I'm glad I didn't buy all 5 and I only bought these 2, and that's definitely more than enough for me. Let me know what you guys thought about this review, what you guys thought about the application. If you know, if you've tried them and they work out differently for you and they worked out great, let me know what you're doing different than I am, that, you know, they're working out. On my eyes, I'm only wearing them on my lid. The crease color is from actual eyeshadow. I did layer both of them, and that's one thing I forgot to mention, that if you layer them, they will crack and like break apart. They won't necessarily like flake off, but they do crack, so it is noticeable if you look up close. Probably from far away you can't really tell, but don't layer them, just do one coat. I layered them because I wanted to layer both colors.
Like a dumbass.
But, you know, just thought I'd throw that out there as well. If there's other people that you've watched a review and they like this product, that's totally fine. Remember, products work differently for everyone. Everything I said in this video is my experience with the product and how this product has worked out for me, and for the amount of time that I've been trying it, which is 2 weeks, which I would say is a very good amount of time to try a product out and know like how it works, if it's gonna work, if it's not gonna work, you know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.